Hey everybody, Min Chocolate Chip here with another video. Today, we're not going to be talking about a specific team, we're going to be talking about a specific counter for a team. So, Beast Mode is a great team, because it uses Beast. And I haven't seen this a lot on necessarily the forums or discords, but I have seen this a lot in my personal Surge, is that you're going to look, and one, you're going to see a lot of Randalls, and two, you're going to see a lot of Beast. That's because a lot of people use both of those characters in their personal lineups, which is what Surge populates with, although ignore the fact that these are extremely high level. But you see, like, even just like these ones, I mean, I'm clicking around and you can see Beast all everywhere, and Randall. So I won't talk about Randall, because Randall is going to be a whole nother video. He might even be a whole series of videos, just because he requires so much effort for you to control and for you to beat consistently. But I'll focus on Beast because he's a little bit easier to work with. So this is specifically going to be tailored to your work in Creep Surge, your works in Guild War, and those are going to be the two places I'll focus, and City Watch too, where your goal is to clear the teams using as few characters as possible. Because, like for Surge, you have your whole lineup, but you can only use each character once. For City Watch, you don't want to have your whole team die and have Beast left, and then have to fight again after you've lost your whole top team. And in Guild War, it could be really detrimental because now you've left Beast up for someone else to have to take care of, and this happens all the time. I won't go through the logs just so you can see it, but what you'll notice over and over and over again is every single war that we fight will always have like a random Randall and or a random Beast, because like you cleared the whole team, but Beast got into his infinite loop. I talked about this in the Beast Mode video. Beast's ability is extremely broken. He has Rage of the Beast, which makes it so he cannot die. And if he's the only one left, all of your attacks go on him, so he gains so much energy that he just uses his ability again before you even have a chance. So there really are like 3 different ways that I personally use to beat Beast. There's also a fourth one, which is completely ineffective. That is to just try to take out Beast before he can do anything. If you're fighting in campaign or something, you can do that because the campaign is much lower level, but when you're fighting in Surge and Guild War and City Watch, most of these beasts are very high level. They're comparable to yours, so you're not gonna just go in and be like, oh, this is so I can just like take him out with at the very beginning. It's not gonna happen. So the 3 ways that are actually effective to try to do it. 1, you can use it to your advantage and charm the other team, or if you charm Beast, he can take out the other team. He's the only one left. If he's charmed, he can't attack, and that can give you some time to get in. Keep in mind though that that charm might still allow him to use his ability, and he might even be able to come out. I've done a lot of testing, and I have seen it where it doesn't quite work, because Beast's ability lasts for 10 seconds. So unless you're able to charm him long enough that runs out, you're not going to get it. The other way to do it is with Freeze, which goes kind of the same way. You freeze him, and if you can get it to last for 10 seconds, then his ability times out, and it will be gone. Or you can at least do damage to him and get him so that before he can use his ability again, you've already taken him out. And the way that I personally use the most often is to sap him. So this requires you to have Hook's red skill, for 1, because he can sap, and to have it leveled up. I haven't have it leveled up, so it's not super effective all the time because there's a chance to fail. But you want to sap him, which steals his energy. Because he's gaining less energy here with Hook. And then combine that with Maleficent, who's the most effective way that I found to take out Beast, because she uses her Mistress of Evil and her Fog of Thorns, which stuns them. And then if you have her Ursula disc, I believe, yes, you also remove energy from enemies. So what you really want to be doing is, because Beast is going to use his skill, you want to prevent him from being able to use it again in the time between when the 10 seconds are over and when he can activate the skill again. You want to give yourself some time there because you can actually take him out. He could be at 1 damage that whole 10 seconds, and then if he's able to use his white skill again right away, then you can't take him out because he's already used it, and now he can't fall below 1%. Now, if you can give yourself like 1 second in there where you can actually attack him, well then he's gone. So personally, best way that I found to take care of him is to use Hook and to use Maleficent, and then just to find a way to keep him alive or to take out the rest of the team that's around him. For instance, if I were to fight this team right here, so you can see they got Randall, they have Beast, they have Jafar, and they have Jasmine, they have Joy. I'm not going to fight this because I actually have used my top teams and I don't think I have the power to take out this one. But I'm just like breaking down how I think about it. Well, Randall's hard to deal with. Beast would stay alive, and then Joy would just feed him health all the time because Joy's the best healer in the game by a mile, and she would just heal him so fast, so you couldn't really get through him. But if I was going to try to do it and I had the firepower to get through here, Hook is a great counter for Randall and Beast because he counterattacks. And then I just try to find someone that can take out the backline heroes with like Joy and Jafar, and then make sure that I've had a way to keep Maleficent alive by having my own healer like Joy. And if you're able to do that correctly, in the way that you're able to keep Hook and keep Maleficent alive, you can sap Beast so he actually goes down and he can't just keep going into that infinite spiral. If you were to lose those two characters, the chances of you getting through without Beast getting into that infinite spiral is very low, if that's what you're going for as your main counter. But I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight onto how you can kind of start building around. Keep in mind that this is also not the perfect way to do it. There's other ways you can get through here. Merlin is another character you can use to neutralize Beast. Yzma you can use to neutralize him. She also turns people into different into a llama. You could do a lot of other ways. That this isn't perfect, but those are the ones that I found that are most consistent, because a lot of the other ways, either the heroes that I'm using are too weak and they die because as soon as Beast uses his ability, he just has too much damage output, or it's not consistent. Like, I can do it some of the time, but I can't do it others. If you are struggling against a Beast lineup, I would highly, highly, highly recommend having a Maleficent you've invested in, so she can sap that energy, and having a Hook who can counterattack with his Colt Steel, and also he can sap. That's just my 2 cents. There's plenty of other counters out there, and I hope to have some time over the next weeks that I'll be doing this to show you guys a couple fights where I actually get into it with a lot of these different counters as we kind of like talk through some of them. Expect future videos on Joy and Randall, Hook as well, and some of these other top tier characters that are going to want to build around counters around, and also build teams around. And with that, I will leave it here. I will see you guys tomorrow with more videos. Leave comments if you like what you see, and share it with your guilds and your friends and your discords, as you also if you like it, so that you can share it with them, and so that I can help as many other people as I can and help them enjoy the game. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video.